got some time to put on a drive before the end of the half.
Man in motion, quarterback empty backfield. He's throwing it to the corner. Look for the fade. The ball is up. Little fighting going on over there, but it's basically going to fall incomplete. Once again, intended for their biggest receiver weapon. That's number 13, Corey Gordon. And guess what? After 4 downs, it's Hornet football. It was 4 downs for the Patriots, and they don't score, folks. After a pass interference penalty called on number 15 for the Hornets, Ahmad Scott, the defense once again stiffens, and that allows the Hornets, with 5 minutes and 22 seconds in the half, to bring their offense back out here. So here we are on the 3-yard line, the shadow of the goal line. Definitely time for some hard running, Kirk.
Yeah, absolutely. This time you definitely want to hit the hole and not be tentative. Get yourself some space to work with, and a couple yards there, but again, not much. But again, you get a little bit of breathing room here, and you pretty much got your whole playbook open option. Pardon me, your whole playbook open at this point. So we'll see what they do here. Again, really had a lot of success running on the last drive, and so I wouldn't be surprised to see them just barrel it down the field for 99 yards if they have to.
Well, Kirk, you know me. I'm looking to get Jaden Teague on the hash, and I'm going deep is what I'm trying to do. But I believe that was Isaac Covington on the first carrier. He picks up 2 yards on the play, 2nd down and 8. Lathan Boone has it, and here's another beautiful inside give from the look we have right here, and I hope you can see it also, Hornet fans. That's coming over the right side, and there was a hole there big enough to drive a Subaru through. So it allows the Hornet ball carrier once again to get positive yards. The ball now on the 8-yard line, going to be 3rd and 5. And 3rd and 5, Kirk, playbook is open.
Absolutely, and yeah, like you mentioned, you're down for throwing it to Teague. I've never said no to throwing to Jalen Teague myself, so he's got a lot of room. No deep help here.
No safety over the top of Teague, but we're gonna basically go conservative. Here's a run over the left side, and it looks really good. Here's an inside give that's broken out to the left side. Looked almost like the result of the play is 1st down Hornets. The handoff over the left side was basically in the way it viewed it was just like a sweep play, but it was an inside give. Great blocking over there, even to the 2 wide receivers. Running back's able to get a first down out of it. So I'm calling for the streak again because there's no safety over the top of Jalen Teague over here. They're rolling a guy over there, but he's been sneaking up. So here's an inside give, but it's going to be kept by Lathan Boone looking for a block. Cuts back to the middle of the field. Boone's still on his feet. Finally going to be brought down. Going to be one of the longest runs of Lathan Boone's season. Good enough for another Hornet first down. Hornets are on the move.
Yeah, and it looked like he lost control of the ball there for a little bit, bobbled it, but he was able to retain it and again, make a few guys miss and get a nice run there. So another first down. And again, you're right. They're really not showing much respect to Jalen Teague over here, and I think a lot of that has to do with how we've been running the football. They're trying to pack the box, and again, even when they've had a safety somewhat in his direction, he's still not very close and not close enough, I don't think, to get over there in time. And, yeah, at this point now you see you got no safety coverage over on this side.
Pistol formation, split backs. Jaden Carroll, the running back, he's over the left side. He gets to the boundary, but he's going to cut back and he's going to hit some people. Nice run by Jaden Carroll. Once again, Carroll didn't play last week, but he's back this week, and he looks to be in his normal form. Good long run. And Kirk, here's that situation. But it looks like we've got a penalty on the flag.
Yeah, it looks like they just called. Got the Hornets for a hold there, so it's going to bring that back. But, yeah, you know what? Jaden really looks refreshed. Looks like he's running. Looks a little bit quicker than I feel like he has in games past. So, not sure, where the injury was at, but obviously it looks like he's recovered well and, again, is looking really quick tonight. And a big part of that may just be the fact that he's splitting the load with 2 other guys. And so
it doesn't hurt to split the load,
absolutely not. No, he's been the workhorse back for most of the season. And so I think you've really seen some rejuvenation out of him because not only do you have rest, you're more fresh, but you realize you got to make every snap count, right? Because you got 2 other guys in there. You want to get your carries and do the most with them.
Here's 3 wide receivers to the near side. Boone takes a snap, inside give. Basically, running back bounces it outside. He's finally going to be taken down. Looked to me like a late hit out of bounds. But once again, I think the running back on that play was Isaac Covington. Let me get a look. Was that Carroll or DJ McKinney? No, the running back was DJ McKinney over left side. So there's a scheme play for the Hornets. Bring 3 wide receivers to this side, then basically run the inside give to the other side, kind of wall it off, get 1 or 2 blocks by the offensive line to set the edge, and you pick up another Hornet first down.
Yeah,
Hornets are on the move with 2 minutes and 48 seconds left in the half. Here's two wide receivers here to the near side, one up top. Boone in the pistol. Once again, inside give, cutback. Running back's going to spin, getting positive yardage. Once again, we're rotating running backs. This time it's DJ McKinney again on the carry. Positive yards for the Hornets. Picks up 4, going to bring up 2nd down and 6.
yeah, and they're going to have their opportunities to pop a big one in the passing game here. Again, they're really loading up against the run. You know, you're even starting to see some of those corners, you know, those nickel corners in the slot are starting to come off the edge. So there's going to be some opportunities to hit them.
Putnam City West started by shading a safety over the top of Jalen Teague, but we've been running the ball so much they've had to bring him down. Here's another give over the left side to Jaden Carroll. Good pursuit by the Patriots on this particular play because we've been going to the left so much, so they basically got a feel for it, and they're going to get over there. Looks like Carroll is going to basically get back to the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Hornets. You know, it's the chess match of an offensive coordinator, Kirk. You know, from football is a game where you want the offense to dictate what the defense has to do instead of the defense telling you what you can do.
Yeah, definitely. And you kind of hear that cliche all the time, using the run, set up the pass.
Boone's going to basically throw it deep, put some air up under it. He's got number 1. There's the deep shot I was looking for. There's the big shot by Jalen Teague. You know, if he and the thing about it, do we want a touchdown? Absolutely. But that's the maturity of Lathan Boone. He put enough air up under it, Kirk. The ball's a little bit underthrown, but number 1, Teague had enough of a cushion between the defense's back, and then he's just so big and strong that the defensive back can't run through him. 1st down Hornets.
Yeah, he did a great job there. Showed strong hands because just shortly after catching that ball, then the defensive back gets his hands on it there. You can kind of see them fighting over that. But, yeah, you're not taking that ball out of Jalen Teague's hands.
1st down for the Hornets from the Patriot 14-yard line. Hornets can get a 1st down without scoring. We've got a timeout by the Hornets. That's their 2nd timeout of the half. 1 minute, 6 seconds left in the half. Let's bring up our sponsors. Westview Medical Center, Advantage Roofing Construction, Kate Jones of Keller Williams, your Tulsa Realtor, Levinson Law, and Wingstop. These are your sponsors for Hornet TV 2020. We appreciate them for allowing everyone to be able to see Hornet football all season long. Your man, Kirk Jones, and I will be here for you every game. And we'd also like to say that the Booker T. Washington Hornets are glad to present Health and Safety Education Consultants, Premier Healthcare Training Center, offering certified nurse aid and certified medication aid training. Call 918-812-0299 to learn more about the course offerings. This is a minority, female-owned business in North Tulsa for the community change that we need. Coming out of the timeout, Hornets are going to have number 11, Jordan Drew, to the far side, 2 wide receivers here to the near side. Number 1, Jalen Teague, is getting a really wide split. If that safety is going to cover him at all, he's going to have to spread out with him. Number 13, Sterling Warren, is in the slot. 1 running back behind quarterback Lathan Boone. Going to be an inside give. No, Boone is going to keep it. He's going to cut back into the middle of the field, and even Lathan Boone is running hard, Kurt.
Yeah, absolutely. Put his head down there and initiated the contact on the defender there. Does a great job. Looks like he can be just a little bit shy of the 1st down. Again, we're just in 2nd down now, and, yeah, obviously, as you mentioned, you got a few yards to get, before you get into the end zone. So we can't get another 1st down here. Reset the downs. Clock is an issue now.
Yep,
we're
Hornets
just
need to
ticking
hurry.
under 40 seconds, and it looks like we do have 1 timeout left. So we'll see. I guess if we don't have a pass play here, we'll probably see a timeout.
We've got the heavy package in the ball game. Basically, now we've got a timeout, Putnam City. Wow, that helped us out.
That'll work. Yeah,
I guess Putnam City hadn't seen that we ran a lot of the jumbo stuff last week for homecoming, Kirk. So Putnam City is going to take a timeout. I mean, I understand what the coach is thinking. I don't want to let them just run it down our throats to get a touchdown. But you're in one of those situations where, I mean, sure, we're in jumbo package, but you're in bunch package also, because when we go jumbo, we can't spread you out. So it's one of those things that just becomes football. Go get the ball.
Yeah, not sure what they saw there that they didn't like, but again, we'll take the opportunity with the timeout. Again, bringing back that jumbo package, we loved seeing it last week, and we'll see how they do there. So again, you've got Jalen Teague down on the far end, top of your screen. You're going to have, believe, DJ McKinney as your Wildcat back again with Jaden and Amandre in front of him. And let's see, nobody here on the near side. So, yeah, we are bunched in just one wide receiver. Basically, everybody else, inside, stacked up on the line or in the backfield.
One wide receiver on the short side of the field also. Jumbo package. But we're going over the left end.
Okay.
And basically, that's Jaden Carroll back there. Touchdown. Somebody cue the band. Touchdown, Hornets.
Great run there. So, they do a great job there. So, everything we saw last week was up the middle with that jumbo package. So obviously they use that and start setting up some other stuff. So we see a different look there going outside. So, the other thing we'll see probably at some point, which would be interesting, is maybe a pop pass, jump pass, something like that. So good job there to kind of diversify your playbook in that set.
Because just like I'm saying, with when we're in that jumbo wildcat inverted diamond formation, everybody's looking for you to come up the gut in the A gap, and all you got to do is seal off the left edge. You got Jalen Teague up there. Jackson Marsh is going to be able to pound it through. PAT is going to be good. As I was saying, you've got everybody packed inside, but then you basically wall off the left side, and you're going to get a touchdown. 25.7 seconds left in the half. Your Booker T. Washington Hornets, 21. The Putnam City West Patriots, 0. And we're as we creep up on halftime, Kirk, here we are, the second week in a row, or we can, I'll do the true broadcast vernacular. After almost 6 quarters, the Hornets are pitching a shutout, baby.
Yeah, they've been doing a great job. Now they need to stay focused here. This last 25 seconds. PC West has got a couple of good returns so far in this game. Last drive, we were able to keep them inside their own 20. Pardon me, last kickoff, able to keep them inside their own 20. They need to do that again here. Don't lose focus because you're almost done in the half, because really probably one of the most dangerous times they've been the most dangerous tonight has been on kick return, because short of that last drive where we were able to get the goal line stand, we haven't seen a lot of success out of their offense, but they have popped some big runs.
Well, one of the issues that I'm seeing for the Putnam City West Patriots is we were told that the quarterback, number 8, Elijah James, hasn't been with the team very long. Not sure what the reason for that, but, his play has been a little bit erratic. He looks a little bit unsure. I know running the ball, he hasn't been as crisp as you would think a settled-in quarterback should be at this point in the season. But you do see some athletes for Putnam City West. Here's Jackson Marsh. He's going to squib kick it. The ball bounces off of a Putnam City West player. It's covered. I see several Hornets are pointing.
Hornets are celebrating.
The ball's going to be recovered by the Hornets. Now it's time to go up top, baby. Hornets take possession after the onside kick. That was one of those onside kicks that hit a player a la the Ice Bowl between the Oklahoma State Cowboys and that team from Norman, the OU Sooners. A la the Ice Bowl, the ball hits an opposing player, bounces, and the kickoff team recovers it. Hornets come out quickly. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 wide receiver to the top. That's Jalen Teague. He's got solo coverage. The safety's rolled here to the near side. Boone looks, doesn't have anything. He rolls to his right.
Got a flag. We'll be coming back.
He's going to throw deep, and the ball's going to be intercepted. Beautiful interception there. Number 2, Jaheim Butler, the running back, steps in front of the pass from Lathan Boone and basically intercepts it. Haven't seen Boone throw into coverage like that in some time. He was on the move, Kirk. But man, that was kind of a deflating play.
Yeah, you get the turnover on the on the onside kick, bouncing off their guy, and we want to give a shout out. Number 40, Aaron Johnson, the freshman, was the one that recovered that kickoff for us. But then you come back and Boone on the run, where he's typically thrown the ball pretty well when he's been on the move this season. Puts that one in the defender's hands, and we'll see them probably run out the clock here. I don't know if we're going to see them try anything deep.
Number 13, Corey Gordon in motion. Here's the pitch. Basically to the man that made the interception. He's basically in trouble in the backfield. As soon as he gets it, tries to cut it back, and he's going to be taken down. The Patriots are going to go ahead and run out the clock, and that's the end of the first half. At the end of the first half, as I said, it's your Booker T. Washington Hornets 21, the Putnam City West Patriots 0. Kirk, we've seen another good half of football by the Hornets, and this is what we're supposed to see. This is an 0-4 football team. You're supposed to come down here and manhandle them, get another district victory, keep on your march, keep putting things on film that make people fear what you're doing. And I like what I see by the Hornets right now.
Yeah, they've done a good job. Really, really ran the ball well in that half, and kind of like you mentioned, when you've got a game that you should win, you don't want to put too much on film as far as anything, so they keep when you can be successful in a lot of your basic stuff, but then also on the other side, when you get the jumbo package and you add that outside run now, you're you're putting things on film that you want them to see to make them start guessing. So now what that's going to do, and go back to that play, and what I like about that is, again, everything with the jumbo package last week, we're just pounding up the middle, pounding up the middle. I had a lot of success. But now by adding that outside run, now you've got the defender thinking, okay, don't forget, last week they took it outside on this. So if you can just get them to pause just a little bit longer, you'll have that. And then obviously, if you're a good defender, you're remembering that obviously that you're expecting that pass to come at some point as well. And so I really like the options they've opened up out of that formation.
And really and truly, you talk about something, Kirk, that I really like to see. It's been our offensive progression the entire season. Now, let's be honest. We lost some major players. You lose a Gentry Williams, you're losing a lot. One of the things that we talked about when Gentry was still here was that by moving him to the wide receiver position from quarterback, you're giving him the opportunity to catch the ball in space. But then we had him at that flex position where he's kind of like a tight end, and instead of having him spread out wide, now you're giving him the middle of the field. We noticed that early on in the season. You lose Gentry. Now you basically have to come up with, who are going to be the guys to replace him. We bring some new kids in, as you say, next man up. But offensively, it's been impressive to see the Hornets during the course of the season, establish several things. Establish the running game with Jaden Carroll. Now we're running 2 or 3 different backs. Ethan Washington is just hurt, but we've seen him break away. We're running this, pistol formation, split backs. The way we've been able to integrate, wide receivers that weren't so much going to be the focal point of the offense. The Hornets on the offensive side of the ball have really been evolving and developing as the season has gone on.
Yeah, they've done a great job. And again, you talk about those 3 backs. You're talking about 2 sophomores and a 9th grader. So you're talking about basically all new players to the offense. So we really like what you've seen with them getting better throughout the year. I like that they've lightened Jaden Carroll's load now and getting some other guys involved. Again, we can see there with just keeping those guys fresh. I mean, they're all just they're popping in there, they're moving, the quick feet, they're taking on, they're initiating contact, hitting the holes hard. So they've really done a good job. And again, yeah, you still got, even with Micah Teese and Gentry Williams down, you still got some receivers that are very dangerous. Obviously led by Jalen Teague, but also Demetrius Prudhomme and Jordan Drew. So a lot of weapons, which typically is the case. But sometimes because you've got a lot of athletes, if you don't use them right or coach them right, it doesn't really do you any good. We're kind of, Lathan's done a good job for us in distributing the ball well. Again, he's has a turnover there, which you hate to see. But no, they've done a good job getting better throughout the season. Again, and in week 3, Lathan goes out and has 5 turnovers against McGinnis, comes back the following weeks and puts a much stronger performance together, takes care of the ball. Again, we've seen some times, what we haven't seen in this game that we saw a lot earlier in the season was the screen passes, the wide receiver screens, the bubble passes. And so, we've seen him control those well and throw those over and around defenders when he's needed to. So it's been, like you said, great progress here. The defense, again, still playing strong. They did give up the 1 long drive, but kept him out of the end zone, obviously, but gave him a penalty that extended the drive. 1 big run there around the right side. Other than that, they've been pretty solid. Again, PC's got athletes, so you can't fall asleep on them. But again, they are having trouble getting the ball to those athletes.
Before we take a deeper dive into the defensive side of the ball, we've got some scores. Ponca City, who's still on the Booker T schedule, currently sitting at a record of 2-3, is playing Bartlesville tonight. This is the fall break schedule of games, so everybody's playing on Thursday night because of fall break. Ponca City 2-3 against Bartlesville, who we've already played and beaten, who's 2-4. Basically, with a minute left in the half, Bartlesville leads that game 7-3 over Ponca City. Northwest Classen is playing U.S. Grant over here in Oklahoma City. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. It's 8 for U.S. Grant, 0 Northwest Classen. Putnam City North, which is right down the road, with a record of 5-0-1, is playing Dell City, who we played early in the season. And here's craziness, Kirk. Dell City's 0-4. Dell City hasn't won a
Really?
football game. Absolutely, with the type of talent that they have. But right now, with at halftime, Dell City is leading over Putnam City North 6-0. We've got Muskogee, who's on the schedule, who, again, another interesting season. Muskogee 0-5 against number 5 Choctaw, who's 3-3. The Hornets have a victory over. Excuse me, we lost to.
Yeah.
We lost to.
Yeah.
We lost to Choctaw. But in about 6 minutes in the second quarter, Muskogee leads that one at Choctaw 7-6. And here's the big one. Number 1 Bixby, 5-0 on the season, is playing Sand Springs at Sand Springs. Sand Springs is 4-2. Late in the second quarter, Bixby up 30-6. But we didn't let Sand Springs score on us, Kirk.
No, we didn't.
Bixby's not that good. They're not that good.
Yes, sir.
If Sand Springs is putting up points on them.
Right. Yeah. No. And that's obviously you expected Bixby to come out with that kind of result again. Do have that sticking point that we did not give up points to them, just like we're halfway to doing here as well. So yeah, Bixby's obviously the big dog. We talked about that a little bit, but we talked off the air as well. Just we've seen some things. They were played close for a little while last week, or pardon me, 2 weeks ago. So the way that we're progressing, again, we're talking about a young football team here at Booker T. So, I mean, these guys' best years are still ahead of them, but they're stepping up now, as sophomores, and a couple of freshmen. Obviously, you got some great seniors as well. Don't get me wrong, we don't want to forget them because they've obviously been great leaders. But helping those young guys come along and really, you're rounding the form. You're going to get Bixby last game of the regular season, then obviously within the next 3 weeks you'll see them again in the playoffs. But I think this team needs to realize there's no reason they can't stand toe-to-toe with them. They've done it in the past. They've had some great games over the last few years with them. Even going back, several years back, even back when I was there, they were pretty strong. Certainly not to the level they've come now, but they've always been one of the teams. They've always been around, really here over the last 15, 20 years. And again, have really taken that next step here in the last 5 years or so.
But that's the deeper dive that I wanted to take Kirk, especially on the defensive side of the ball. This Hornet defense, I mean, I don't feel bad about saying it, but our defense has been the defense has set the tone. Let's
Absolutely.
say that. Our defense has played well all season. And it's been interesting to watch the evolution of our defense and the fact that now we really know it starts on the defensive line. The Tigers, the Browns, getting that penetration, and this is what a defense is supposed to do. Okay, let's be honest. But we're starting to see the type of defensive play that has been the hallmarks of Booker T. Great teams over the years. You've got those guys on the defensive line that just cause havoc. They cause chaos. They blow things up. Then you've got the athletes at the linebacker position. And then you've got the athletes at the marquee positions. One of the things that you and I have pointed out, and I wanted to talk about this, Hornet fans, we've seen a lot of times our defense have no safety over the top. I mean, we've literally got 7, 8 guys in the box, depending on how many wide receivers are in the game. But even when other teams have basically gone to maybe a 3 wide receiver set, not so much in 4 or 5 wide, but in 3 wide receiver sets, we've got no safety back. We're bringing everybody down, and the thought, the scheme, is for the defensive line to get penetration, and that lets everybody else basically run to the ball. It's risky, and we've even seen it, where if the quarterback takes a snap, makes any type of fake, and somebody releases off the line of scrimmage, he's open in the middle of the field. But this has become our calling card on defense, Kirk, and this is who we are, and it's getting to the point that we've kind of taken the mentality of we're just going to come after you.
Yeah, no, they've been very aggressive all year, and you're right, and we did see in that Choctaw game when they started opening up the passing game a little bit that we did get bit a couple times and ultimately led to the win. Obviously, we know there were some plays made in the punt game by Choctaw there as well. But yeah, they've done a great job this year. Again, while the offense has found itself throughout those first few games, they've been the steady, they've been the constant. And yeah, you're right. Very aggressive. Again, not a lot of deep help, but the corners have done a great job. Without the help over the top, and obviously everything's been set by Jaden and Amadre Tiger there in the middle, setting the tone for the defensive line. Again, linebackers played great all year. As we've said, I've made my fandom for them known. We're seeing Solomon Thompson again tonight. Notice that as well. Jonathan Ingram's still out. Again, hope to get him back and healthy. But Solomon Thompson's done a good job filling in here these last game and a half. So no, it's been good to see. And you're right. So many people think of Booker T for offense and athletes, running backs, wide receivers. But our best teams absolutely are the ones where we have a strong defense. Because again, we're always going to have athletes, and again, we've done a good job over the years turning our athletes into football players. We're seeing with PC West, they got athletes. I don't know that they got great football players yet.
Absolutely.
But we typically have not had that problem, and so yeah, while we do get thought of as an offensive school, plenty, it's always the defense that when we have strong teams, you're talking about the Calvin Barnett's back, about 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those guys that we had setting the tone on the defensive line. I mean, heck, Coach Brown, right? Jonathan Brown there. That was just a beast, man. I tell you, somebody can find that. There's the picture that's out there on one of the Hornet Facebook pages with him coming out for the coin toss. Just big old shoulder pads, stomach showing. Just he's looking good, right? Yeah, and but no, that's when you have guys like that on defensive line, it makes all the difference in the world. It's a very talented defensive lineman when I was here and playing, and we were a team that we really did have it. We obviously got into discussions about Meacham last week, and some of the other guys we've talked about, Felix and what he's done. But our teams were built on defense first, and yeah, I mean we were averaging, I think, average score of 50-6 basically, through the regular season, and then things get a little tighter in the playoffs. Obviously, you're not running through people like that, but that's what's great to see is the defense we're seeing tonight and that we've seen all season long. They can get shut down.
Yep.
Right. You get a team that just catches you right, beat you in the trenches, and it can make things difficult for an offense. Again, the one I was on, we're winning 50-6 on average. Then we go and state championship game, we lose 16-13. Right. So an offense can be got. So when you have a defense, you got to rely on the defense as your main strength, and that's what's going to give us a chance come November.
Absolutely. So for all of you Hornet fans, and I get this question a lot because you're used to the district games or the rivalry games that the Hornets used to play. Just to give a little bit of an explanation, basically the classifications are still somewhat the same. The highest classification is 6A, but based on your average daily enrollment, what the state of Oklahoma did several years ago is they split the 6A class up. So there are 16 teams in Division 6A2. Now, Booker T plays in Division 6A2. So there's a 6A1 and 6A2. And then Division 6A2 itself has two different sides, 1 and 2. So just to kind of give you a rundown of where we're going as we're getting closer and closer to playoffs, District 6A Division 2 1 is encompassed with Putnam City North, Stillwater, Midwest City, Northwest Classen, Dale City, Lawton, Deer Creek, and U.S. Grant. And I read those names in basically the order of standing. So Putnam City North is 2-0. Putnam City North is 5-0, 2-0 in district. Stillwater is 4-0, 2-0 in district. Midwest City is 4-1, 2-0 in district. Northwest Classen is 1-0, haven't played a district game. Dale City is 0-4, 0-2 in district. Lawton is 3-1, 0-1 in district. Deer Creek is 2-3, 0-2 in district. And U.S. Grant is 1-3 and 0-1 in district. For 6A2 Division 2, currently Bixby 5-0, 2-0 in district. Our Booker T. Washington Hornets 4-2, 2-1 in district. Sand Springs, who we played last week, 4-2, 2-1 in district. Choctaw, who we played earlier in the season, 3-3, 2-1 in district. Ponca City, 2-3, 1-2 in district. Bartlesville, who we played earlier this season, 2-4, 1-2 in district. Putnam City West, who we have tonight, 0-4, 0-1 in district. And Muskogee, who's 0-5 on the season, 0-2 on district. That breaks down 6A2, and we're going to definitely be talking about that more and more. Uh, Currently at halftime, your Booker T. Washington Hornets 21, the Putnam City West Patriots 0. We're going to take just a quick break and come right back to reset everything before the half. You're watching Hornet TV, the 2020 Booker T. Washington Hornets. All right, Hornet fans, we're coming back from halftime. And let me take some time for those that are watching on the stream. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, want to fuss at us if we missed something, let us know. The chat is wide and available. You know, we want to have that communication with those of you that are out there streaming this game from parts near and far. Hornets in Houston, Hornets in California, Hornets back east, I think Connecticut, Massachusetts. We want to hear from Hornet Nation. We want to hear from those that have left the hive but are still kicking it live. This is Hornet TV and our wonderful sponsors, Westview Medical Center, Advantage Roofing Construction, Kate Jones of Keller Williams, your Tulsa Realtor, Levinson Law, and Wingstop. These are our sponsors for Hornet TV. They're bringing it to us all live, all season long, and we're gonna bring it to you all season. This is the 2020 edition of Booker T. Washington Hornets, and Kirk, just expounding on what we've seen. You know, we still got a player of the game we got to nominate and announce. I mean, it's kind of tough right now, don't you think?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, take your pick of the running backs right now. They've all done a great job. So, you know, and again, we got the defense pitching a shutout again. No, we named them last week. Yeah, so as of right now, I'd say that award's still up for grabs right now, and definitely all the running backs are doing their best to try and snag it. And speaking of running backs, I do want to give another shout out, of course, another one of our sponsors, and the Felix Jones Running Back to Make a Difference Foundation. Again, this foundation is created to inform, inspire, and empower high school student athletes on how to become well-rounded and productive citizens of their communities. His target demographic, low-income Tulsa metro area, 14 to 18-year-olds, high school student athletes. Mission statement for Felix and his foundation is to inform, inspire, and empower low-income high school student athletes to become well-rounded and productive citizens of their communities throughout education and relevant life skill and college preparatory training. So again, we want to thank Felix for his support of, you know, the Hornet program. Obviously, one of the greats that's come through here, and we talked about, you know him at length before, and again, lucky to see him. And you know, it's one thing we talked about, you know, losing Gentry Williams early, losing Mike Catisse. You know, my senior year, Felix's junior year, we lost him, you know, week 2 to a broken ankle. Mm-hmm. It was kind of the Terrell Owens, cowboy collar, pulling back. So before that was illegal and outlawed. Yeah, he was a victim of that. And you know, we had guys step up. Keith Marshall comes in. He ends up being City Player of the Year. Just did a phenomenal job. You know, really great football player and a good guy. You know, shout out to Keith doing big things in the Tulsa community as well now. But no, you know, we've seen that, and again, that team fell a little short as well, unfortunately. But you know, we certainly missed Felix. You know, to replace an NFL running back obviously is tough. Again, you know, Keith did a great job though, and he still had a good season. But yeah, thanks again to Felix for your donations. We really appreciate it and your support of the program.
And I personally apologize to Felix for not mentioning him in the first half. I was a little bit off with our technical difficulties and having all my notes. I just wanted to pass along a little bit of somber news. I just got informed Miss Hornet from 1966, Miss Phyllis Guillory, now Phyllis Fellows, has passed away. A beautiful lady. Known her as, you know, our Miss Hornet from way back when. I want to say pass our condolences to the family and also to the class of 66. I know a lot of the members of the class of 66, so I know how close they are, and I hate to hear that. Her eldest daughter, Tanya, is my classmate from the class of 88. So to Tanya, just definitely want to let her know how much we love her and her family. And as Hornets, you know, I saw a post on Facebook today. There was a Hornet that happened to be out voting in Virginia and ran into a Hornet from alumni from the class of 85.
Very cool.
And then her dad was also with her. So they finished their civic duty of voting, and then they sang the Hornet fight song in the parking lot after they're going back to their cars.
That's
so
great.
All the way in Virginia, you had basically fight for your school, boy, fight for your school. You know, fight for old Booker T. I mean, so it's nothing like singing the fight song and singing the school hymn. We are the pride of the great Southwest. Lots of Hornet pride everywhere, and we're going to bring that Hornet pride right here to you guys every week on Hornet TV. So here we are starting off the third quarter. Squib kick from the Patriots, picked up but immediately down because number 83 for the Hornets, Makai Chambers, basically took possession at a knee. So the Hornets are basically going to scrimmage first down from their 31-yard line. Actually, going to be a little bit further than that. I'm not sure why the referee is standing there.
Yeah, he threw a flag there towards the end of the play. I don't know if we had off. Looks like we may have had offsides on the kicking team. Yeah, looks like we did.
Yeah.
Interesting kick there. Like I said, just kind of a little bit of a squib. Don't know if again trying to do the same thing, get a lucky bounce off of a Hornet maybe, but
I think he missed it, Kirk. I mean, you're the kicker. I saw him practicing. Now, Kirk, and he was trying to show off the loose ankle to basically kick it deep. I think he raised his head up and he caught the top of it.
Yeah, as Coach Lacey used to tell me, just keep your big old head down.
We're going to have to talk about Coach Lacey. Here's another attempt, and this one's going to be a little bit deeper. Basically caught by number 25 for the Hornets, Jaden King. He's coming here to the near side, looking to get a wall, outruns a man. He does have a wall, but basically you've got a Patriot there, number 30, that's able to take him down. That's Andrell Johnson.
Yeah, see, if they'll come close enough to us, we can actually maybe read a jersey number or two.
Hey,
but you know what? Like I've said, if you don't like our broadcast, you can go listen to your teams. So there you go.
Well, I'll say this. I've got my glasses on, Hornet fans, and they're basically for vanity purposes only. And just picking up the blue numbers on these gray unis is difficult to do. So here's a different formation for the Hornets. Lathan Boone in the bunch set. Sterling Warren comes across the formation and gets a block. There's an inside give to Jaden Carroll. He gets positive yardage. Jaden Carroll going to basically start the second half. There's a new formation, Kirk.
Yeah, I like that. Again, seeing some different looks, and again, put some stuff on there to make your opponent. The more you can make your opponents have to prepare for, the better it's going to be for you.
Make them think. Once again, Sterling Warren in the flex with another wide receiver. And
there we go.
There we go. Lathan Boone drawing them all sides. It was second and about 7. We're going to make it basically 2nd and 2. 5-yard walk-off penalty after the false start by the Patriots. Hornets now have the playbook wide open. I say go deep. Flex out one of these wide receivers that are in close and go deep. Got to go up top. Always got to go up top, Kirk. Always got to go up top.
Hey, I won't say no to it.
Basically, Mr. Teague down here has single coverage with a guy about 7 yards off of him. Lathan Boone, inside give. You know he's going to keep it. Getting to the edge, going to be pushed out of bounds. Fake the inside give to Jaden Carroll and basically keeps it himself. Seeing Lathan Boone run a little bit more. Haven't seen him on too many design runs this early in the game, but with the gain of yardage on the play, good enough for a Hornet first down. Hornets are on the move.
Yeah, great job there knowing the yardage that he needed to make sure he gets the first down.
Once again, Hornet fans, Jalen Teague is single covered down here on the bottom, but here's a bad snap. Boone basically going to recover it and do the right thing and just fall on it. Basically, with the loss on the play, it's going to take the Hornets all the way back to their 27, 28-yard line. It's going to basically get them way behind the sticks. It was first down and 10 from inside the Putnam City Pirate side of the field. But now the Hornets are backed up. Going to have to see some passes in the drive now, Kirk.
Yeah, you might. Of course, the way they've been pounding it at them, maybe they'll just run it down their throat.
Patriots are in a basic formation.
There you go, good throw.
Here's a nice out pass to Sterling Warren. Pass is caught. Beautiful pitch and catch, to be perfectly honest with you. When you're behind the sticks like that, Kirk, you need to make sure you get positive yardage plays. And I like what I saw right there. Lathan Boone basically set up tall, gunned it out there on the out route, picked up about 6 to 7 yards, and now we've got third down, still behind the sticks, but now the Patriots have something to think about.
Yeah, we'll see. And we'll see if we get Jalen deep here. He's looking.
Looking deep. Ball's got air up under it. Teague is trying to get over the defensive back. No call on the play. The defensive back was basically shielding him from getting up the field, and Teague wasn't able to basically get back to the ball. That one had air up under it, but it was more towards the inside of the field instead of being down the boundary. So the Hornets are going to have fourth down and long yardage. Going to have to bring out the punt team, Kirk, and that was just a missed. They missed the hookup right there.
Yeah, got under it. Corner did a good job there. Again, shielding Jalen off and keeping his head turned to avoid a pass interference call. First time we're seeing the punter here, and again, obviously that drive got hijacked by the bad snap, but we mentioned our starting center being out. overall, though, he's had a good night. Obviously, one upsie there. Lathan did a great job to get back and just fall on the ball. Don't try to pick it up and be a hero. Just fall on the ball, avoid the turnover. Again, you got a 21-point lead. Just punt it away and get your defense back out there.
Live to play
yep,
another down,
exactly.
live to play another series. There's a good punt by Jackson Marsh. I like what Jackson did on that particular punt, Kirk, because he angled the ball toward the sideline. It does one of two things. If the Patriots are able to get on it, now the returner basically is kind of caught. If it goes out of bounds, you still got a deep enough punt that they don't get a return out of it.
Yeah, no, he did a good job there because we have seen some success in the return game for them. So, yeah, you definitely want to limit the returns as best you can.
Hornets set up to blitz. Here's an inside give that goes over the left end for the Patriots. Decent run to the outside, but a shoestring tackle made by number 30, Aiden Walker, the sophomore right there, basically kept the running back from getting basically his shoulders squared upfield. Going to be a gain of about 3. Going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Patriots.
That's a big tackle by Aiden there because he had some room, he had a seam, and he's shown he's got some speed. So good play there by Aiden Walker, like usual.
Hornets have 4 linebackers in the game, but number 9, Demetrius Putnam, now goes up to the line of scrimmage. He gets a yard and read. Here's a quarterback run. Ooh, big hit.
Ball loose,
and I think the ball is loose, and it looks like the Hornets are going to recover.
Yes, sir.
Hornet football, first down. I don't know who made the hit, but good night, son. I mean, number 8 for the Putnam City West Patriots, quarterback Elijah James. He hopes it's Friday right now, Kirk, because he took a lick right there.
Yeah,
let me
luckily
tell you.
he doesn't have to go to school tomorrow, so he'll have some time to recover. But
and he won't be logging into distance learning either.
No, he won't.
Lathan Boone in the pistol formation with split backs. Now they motion into the offset to the left. Give up the middle of the field. Looks like the running back was DJ McKinney. Jaden Carroll was the offset eye back on that particular carry. Positive yardage for the Hornets, get about 3 yards. Once again, we're starting this drive like we did the last one, brings up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I think getting a look at the sideline, the reaction, I think we may have had Aiden Walker delivering the lick on that fumble.
Here's a pitch for the sweep for the Hornets over the left side. Some Patriots get into the backfield and kind of blow that one up. Going to be a short gain on the play, or maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. DJ McKinney was the running back.
Yeah, and it looks like we've got a late flag. I think they're going to get Eli Robinson for blocking after the whistle here.
No, don't tell me that, Kirk. Yes, you're right.
I don't say it's a good call, but that's what they're calling. No, and I actually was able to catch a look at that live. Didn't really seem to me that he was, after the play there. So, that's unfortunate, and that's going to put us, again, back in a 3rd and long. And
now, Kirk, I hope we're not developing a pattern of going in with big leads at halftime and coming back out and letting our, losing focus, letting our guard down, resting on our laurels. I mean, the saying is that when you're coming out of halftime, it's 0-0. I mean, you're not thinking to yourself, I'm up by 3 scores. I can just, let the clock expire. Here's a snap. Lathan Boone's putting air up under it. He's got a man down there, but basically the pass is going to be intercepted, high-pointed. Once again, that's number 13, Corey Gordon, basically getting to the far side now, gets into the middle of the field. That's going to be the 2nd interception of the night for quarterback Lathan Boone. That one was thrown into double coverage. I believe number 13, Sterling Warren, was the intended receiver. On that particular play, Kirk, you always want to see your wide receiver become the defensive back, but I don't think Sterling Warren saw Corey Gordon come over. I think Corey Gordon just peeled off the man he was guarding and basically got into the play when he saw the ball in the air.
Yeah, that was a great play by him, and you had mentioned him at the start of the broadcast of being an athlete to watch, and he definitely showed his athletic ability there. Went up, high pointed the ball like a rebound, like you would do in basketball. Again, so you're definitely seeing the ability that he's got, and you pointing that out of him being a good basketball player and getting offers there. I don't know what his plans are, but if he wants to play football at the next level, I think he's got a shot.
So we've got a false start. It's going to be against the Putnam City West Patriots. Basically, the Hornets were faking the blitz, and basically it got the wide receiver here to the near side to jump off sides. I mean, at the wide receiver position, you're not playing to the cadence. You're playing to the ball. basically you're getting lined up. If you're on the line of scrimmage, which that wide receiver was, you're looking inside to the ball. The ball sets you free. So, that's just a wide receiver. He's got one-on-one coverage against Jordan Drew. Here's a snap, inside fake, throwing basically the hitch screen to the far side. Intended receiver was Corey Gordon. The ball was basically short arm by the quarterback, number 8, Elijah James, incomplete. Once again, the Patriots are going to be behind the sticks. It's going to be about 2nd down and 16, Kirk. It's just one of those things like we've talked about. We see the sparks of some athletes. Mm-hmm. It's just, I don't know if it's scheme or ability. They're just really not. They're not together right now. They're not crisp.
No, they're not. And again, they've struggled a bit offensively here. Again, still dangerous enough that you can't snooze on them, but help to get them behind the sticks here.
Here's a quarterback looking to run the option to the right. Nothing's there. Hornets have people in the backfield. The quarterback decides to cut it up, and there's absolutely nothing there. The backside pursuit by the Hornets, basically taking on their blocker, getting 1 yard up the field and reading, was right there. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down, and, they're going the wrong way. 3rd down and 18. 7 minutes, 57 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. We haven't had any scores or any getting close to scoring here in the 3rd quarter. Hornets have come out of the locker room offensively a little bit off kilter, haven't done much with the ball. We had a snap that went over the quarterback's head, and then we had an interception that netted the Patriots the ball here. Here's a snap to the quarterback for the Patriots. He's trying to pick it up, doesn't do a good job of it. Hornet in the backfield immediately and takes it from him. That's number 58 for the Hornets, who basically takes the ball on the ground away from the quarterback. That's Amandre Tiger. Kirk, he's right there, and he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, it's a great job. He got a great jump on that. And, again, quarterback has trouble handling the snap. He does a great job to go jump on that ball. Give the Hornets a short field here, so let's see if we can kind of get something going on offense and get things, get another touchdown on the board. Been a very sloppy second half here so far. Turnovers on both sides. So, we'll see hopefully if the Hornets can kind of snap out of that and put something together here.
But, Kirk, that's just like, I want to bring up what you talked about real quick. When the ball got over Lathan Boone's head, he just fell on it. The quarterback there for the Patriots tried to do something with it, and he's got a man right there that wants it more than him. Sometimes you just got to just take the down and live another day. Lathan Boone, inside give to Jaden Carroll. Once again, getting positive yards over on the left side. Looks like big number 62, Elias Sherman on the block over there, going to the left side. Both sides of this Hornets offensive line have been doing work tonight. We've basically lived on the running game. Lots of positive yards there. Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Hornets. Boone with Isaac Covington in the backfield.
He's got him again. There we go.
On those, Kirk, I just watch and let you have it, my friend.
Yes, sir. I love it. I love it.
We are going to have to figure out what Lathan Boone does with his cadence because it is absolutely effective. 5 free yards on the play. Still going to be 1st down for the Hornets. Going to still be 2nd down for the Hornets in about 1. Playbook wide open. Isaac Covington, the running back, to the right. Jalen Teague, the wide receiver, here to the left. Boone bellies the running back Covington. And when I say belly, Hornet fans, what I mean is basically Jalen Boone is putting the ball in the gut of the running back, but he's not giving it to him. It's the technique that was used in the old type of style of wishbone football where you don't really tuck that ball in to the running back until the last possible minute so that you possibly might be able to pull it out and run it and pitch. So that brings up Hornet 1st down. Boone with the split backs. This time he's going to keep it option right. He's going to cut it up, gets back into the inside of the field, and Lathan Boone is going to muscle his way down to the goal line, and he's going to keep running.
I thought his teammates got him in there.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know how a referee could miss that spot because everybody's laying down in the Bruin blue end zone of the Patriots there. But Lathan Boone is going to be brought down, let's say, at the 3/4 yard line. Here comes the jumbo package. I don't know if the man in stripes is wanting to see the jumbo package because he's a rotund man himself. But here comes the jumbo package for the Hornets. Amandre Tiger, Jaden Brown. We've got Carroll in the wildcat position, direct snap, and he basically walks in
no
behind
question
the
on
beef.
that one.
No question. Somebody cue the band. Touchdown, Hornets. 5 minutes, 51 seconds left in the third quarter, and that's the score that we needed to see. We were just talking about how the Hornets have come out of the locker room the last two games and not been just as crisp as possible. But, Kirk, after the turnover, we get it back, and basically we do what we need to do with it.
Yeah, they took care of business there. Again, it's exactly what we needed to see. So great job by the offense there. Again, just pounding it home. And again, a great run by Latham Boone as well to set that up. And then, the jumbo package comes in and does their job. So we got to give a shout-out. We got Kang Lu on the broadcast listening in. Says, you guys are the best commentators in Oklahoma.
I'll take that.
Yeah, we'll take that.
The snap is
Kang,
down.
appreciate it.
Kick is up, and it's good. Jackson Marsh makes another successful point after touchdown. 5 minutes, 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Your Booker T. Washington Hornets, 28. The Putnam City West Patriots still blanked.
Yes, sir. Great job. Again, defenses have been playing lights out, really doing a good job like usual. And, again, so up 28-0. Again, you'd like to see a few more scores and really put this thing away. And, again, maybe see some of the younger guys get in. But, again, good to see the defense. Offense a little sluggish coming out of the locker room, but the defense is held strong like usual and, again, puts the offense in position there by getting them short field.
Well, we're glad to have you, Hornet fans, on a Thursday night. This is the fall break football game for Hornet Football 2020. If everybody remembers, there is a fall break in high school now, and with the fall break and all schools being off on Thursday and Friday of this week, it allows the Hornets to play this Thursday evening game instead of Friday. So we're giving you your Friday night back. We want everybody to enjoy it by having a good time. But we're having a good time as our Hornets are once again blanking the opponent. And this is a game that we were supposed to do this, Kirk. It's been a little bit slower than we thought. However, basically the outcome is still what we need it to be. So Jackson Marsh is setting up. Now, we've got a lot of Hornet coaches over there on that right-hand side where that hole was for the opening kick of the game, Kirk. Let's see if Jackson Marsh is going for the deep onside kick again. Nope, he's going with the squib. Putnam City West is able to recover and immediately down it. I think Coach Brown sees something, and he's trying to set something up.
Yeah, he's done a really good job. Because we've seen them have trouble handling several of the kicks. So definitely something that they've seen on tape that they've been looking to exploit. And so good job there by Jackson Marsh putting that one. Really tough to handle a bouncing ball like that. PC West guy who, of course, can't read his number, so can't get a name for him, but does a good job to just fall on the ball, again, avoid a turnover and give his offense the ball. Pretty decent field position. They're going to be starting about the 34-yard line.
But that's something I want to talk about here in a moment, Kirk. When you have that hard bouncing ball like that, one of the discipline things about that is in some situations is to let it go.
Yeah, definitely. Let that roll back to your deep man. Let them make the play because, again, they're so tricky to handle. The further you can let it go, it's going to get less momentum. It's going to be easier for somebody to handle.
Patriots try to go downfield on the pass, and, I knew when the offense came out into that 3 wide receiver setup, 2 wide receivers to the far side, which was the short side of the field, that this was an obvious passing situation. Number 8, the quarterback, Elijah James for the Patriots, tries to throw the slant. And Kirk, the ball was off the hands of the wide receiver. You got to make that catch. The ball has fallen incomplete. But, Elijah James, either he's gun shy or he's a little bit basically unsure of himself. He's not throwing with authority. Here's an inside give on the cutback. Going to get some positive yardage for this time for the Patriots. But several Hornets are on the play and make the tackle. A short pickup.
Yeah, good job gang tackling there by the defense, swarming to the ball. Good pickup though. It's got them a 2nd and 5 here, so we'll see what they can do here on second down. As they haven't had a lot of 2nd and 5, 2nd and short opportunities in this game, so we'll see if they can get some momentum there, or if the Hornets can stiffen up here. So got Isaac Covington in the deep safety spot, so we are getting a little bit of depth there from the safeties. We got 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 wide receivers to the right.
Yep, the Patriots have been in more of and here's a false start. The running back, instead of going in motion, he came forward. So this is going to push the Patriots back. As you said, they finally got some positive yardage to bring up a 3rd down and 5 after those 2 passing plays. But you can see the Hornet defense has kind of changed basically our setup. We do have Isaac Covington back in the safety spot instead of having everybody close to the line of scrimmage. We've done a good job of pursuit of running the running backs down all night long, but now it looks as though Putnam City West may be opening up the playbook. I mean, they're down 28 to nothing. You know, the rule of thumb tells you you're not going to get back in the game if you run the ball every snap.
Right, and you're 0-4, you're down 28-0. You know, it's time to go ahead and open things up and just, you know, see what your team can do. Try to let your quarterback, you know, make some plays. Again, he's had trouble throwing the ball so far today, and so maybe they kind of want to stick with what they think they do well. But again, running the ball is not going to get you back in the game.
Well, that time Elijah James basically took the snap, set up like he was going downfield, and took off running. I don't know if that was a design run, Kirk. If it was a design quarterback draw, it didn't fool anybody.
I say whatever it was, it didn't work.
Whatever it was, it didn't work. Brings up fourth down and behind the sticks for the Patriots. Going to be a punt. Here's another quick kick. Ball's going to be received by the Hornets. Basically, King has it. Basically looking to set up a block. Over on the near side of the field, Hornets sideline. Basically, he dips out of bounds. Didn't have the setup that he wanted.
Yeah, we got a flag over on the sideline, so I think we're going to have something after the play. Not sure. Didn't get a chance to see who was on.
So basically, the Hornets are going to have possession of the football. They're going to be in Patriot territory. Let's see. We're waiting to see what the disposition of the penalty is, or if there was one. Did they pick it up, Kirk?
Nope, here we go.
Nope, it's going to be a personal foul on the Patriots, so going to be walked off from the spot after the Hornets take possession, moving the ball deeper into Patriot territory. 4 minutes, 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Once again, the Hornets have possession and the opportunity to put additional points on the board. Young man's name we haven't called tonight is Jordan Drew. He's got one-on-one coverage here to the near side. Boone has it. There's an inside give over the left side, cut to the outside, stiff arm, looking to get a block. Corey Gordon on the tackle for the Patriots. He's able to run down. Is that Carroll or Covington? Which one is that?
You know, we've had trouble
McKinney.
telling. Yeah, I think it's McKinney. Yeah,
McKinney.
McKinney.
But, you know, McKinney broke the line of scrimmage, Kirk, and basically was looking to bounce outside. He had a block set up by Jordan Drew, but once again, number 13, Corey Gordon for the Patriots, he covered ground quickly and got hands on McKinney and was able to wrestle him down.
Yeah, he did a good job. He's a good athlete, and again, he's making plays on both sides of the ball.
Jumbo package already. The Hornets are at the 20-yard line. No, you loving it, Kirk.
Yes, sir.
Once again, here's McKinney over to the right side, cuts it back, bouncing off of people, pinballing and running over people, positive yardage. I see some movement in there. Was the ball on the ground? I don't think so. I don't see anybody motioning.
May have been, but it looks like we got it. Can't tell. It looks like one of our linemen was able to fall on it.
It's going to have an injury on the play. I think that's the running back, McKinney. He was running really hard, of which all the Hornet running backs have been doing all night long, Kirk. I was a little surprised we went jumbo at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that was interesting, and I like seeing that when you've got a certain package like that, you know, trying it from other spots on the field instead of just, you know, inside the goal line, or pardon me, inside the 10 near the goal line. So it was good to see him run it there on the 20. He had success with it. Unfortunately, looks like I say, McKinney went down, and they're checking on him right now.
Looks like he's going to be able to get up. You know, the saying is, Kirk, power football is power football, no matter where you call the play.
That's right.
So if you want to send the jumbo package in, you know, at the 20 and basically run it down their throat, stop it.
Yeah.
Bottom line, stop it. You know, I played for a coach in Larry McGee that used to say, I'll tell you to play. Stop it. Stop it. If you want some, come get it. I'm going to be here.
Yeah, no, I like it, and it looks like – so DJ's hobbling off. He is up, and, you know, he's favoring the foot, but he is walking off on us, so that's good to see.
That's good to see.
So hopefully, you know, nothing too serious.
So now we're in the power package with Jaden Carroll, who takes the direct snap. He's coming left. He puts his head down. Looks like we're going to be inside the 5-yard line. I don't know if the Hornets have gone to this mentality because of the 2 interceptions that Lathan Boone has thrown tonight, but – the Hornets are running power football basically outside of the red zone and setting up in power football again. Come on, you know, run the reverse to Amandre Tiger. Direct snap to Carroll. He Angles right, cuts back left. Somebody cue the band.
Somebody, yeah, he's no.
Cue the band. Oh,
Whoa,
my
no
goodness.
way.
I mean, last time I checked, if the orange and black is laying down on the Bruin blue, that's 6. But I guess they didn't break the pylon can.
Well, like
Once
you said,
again,
maybe he just wants to see the jumbo package again.
Jumbo package again. And this time, Jaden
There
Carroll
we
just
go.
takes it and goes wide, lets his big hosses get up in there and basically do some mashing. But he takes the potato pigskin and he goes right. And there's nobody over there to stop him. Cue the band. Play Hornet victory. Touchdown, Hornets.
Yeah, that was a great job there. Just gets you outside real quick and just it leaves no doubt on that one. No opportunity to question a spot.
Kirk, that's one of those plays that as a running back, you're thinking to yourself, the snap is coming to you. You see what the alignment is, and you're just saying to yourself, what?
Yep.
I'm going that way, okay?
It reminds me of the play. So it would have been, 3 years ago in that state championship against Bixby. We ran a play with McQuarters, and basically this old school line everybody up on the line of scrimmage, just put your athlete back there, and he took off with it.
So Jackson Marsh comes in and nails the point after touchdown once again. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left in the third quarter. The Hornets are starting to run it up, Hornet fans. It's 35 for the Hornets. Putnam City West Patriots, nothing. Kirk, we're getting into that time period that finally, you talked about it earlier. This is a game we were supposed to win.
Mm-hmm.
This is a game we were supposed to do business, take care of business. Maybe we can start to see some of those other players. Don't know how deep we're going to go into the roster tonight. I hope to see some new faces. We've got a potential injury to the running back, DJ McKinney. Isaac Covington, obviously a freshman, has played all season long. I hope the running back to McKinney isn't too serious. One of the things I talked about earlier was having those different styles of running backs that you can put against teams that make it very hard to defend.
Yeah, no, they've done a really good job. Now, I want to take a minute here. I've actually got a note of another sponsor we need to recognize tonight. And this one is going to be Nikki Warren, class of 94, and mother of our very own number 13, Sterling Warren. Yes, sir, and she's sponsoring us with her business, the Mocha Butterfly.
Mocha Butterfly. I know Mocha Butterfly.
Okay. Manifesting our creative hidden abilities. The Mocha Butterfly expression is through women's clothing where they exude beauty, strength, courage, and wisdom. So, Mrs. Warren, we really appreciate your contributions to the team. Appreciate the contributions from your son as well. He's been a great player this year. And thank you for you and your business, the Mocha Butterfly.
And I will tell you, Kirk, from knowing the business of Mocha Butterfly, some beautiful clothes that Nikki Warren has done for, good Lord, a long time now. She's a wonderful designer, lots of cutting-edge things that she does. So for those of you guys that are out there that don't know, look up the Mocha Butterfly. We'll get the website address for you basically to check out exactly what she's doing. But once again, another sponsor that we appreciate for helping us with Hornet TV this season. And we will be here all year long for your 2020 Hornet football team as we make the march towards a gold ball. Excellence is what we're about here at Booker T, and we're looking to basically take a deep run into the playoffs. The Patriots are coming back. Jackson Marsh with another angled pooch kick to the right. Quarterback takes it, inside give. Basically, he's able to get basically into the middle of the field and taken down. Number 56 right there for the Hornets. That's Jaden Brown, senior, son of Coach Jonathan Brown. He on the play. Jaden Brown and Amandre Tiger. And as you can see, the Hornets have moved number 9, Demetrius Prudhomme, from that linebacker spot to sometimes he's putting his hand on the ground on the D-line. This time he angles out. Now he's in coverage. Snap goes back. Quarterback is going to angle it out. Here's the ball intercepted. He may have a lane over there. Going to cut back. Still going. Somebody cue the band. Touchdown, Hornets.
We got a couple flags on the play. We'll see what they call here.
But a beautiful interception.
Yeah,
that's
great
Owen
play.
Calvin. That's number 34, right, Kirk? Owen Calvin. Let's see which way this flag is going. But, I mean, Owen Calvin basically read that with his eyes. He went up and snatched that ball out the air. From the look of Coach Jonathan Brown, he's not too happy about it. This penalty may go against the Hornets, and we're waiting. I see the referee has picked it up, but we're still waiting for a signal.
Yeah, now we should keep the ball. It's just going to wipe out the touchdown, and we'll
And I'm
probably
trying
be
to figure out
starting.
what this penalty could even be. And we're waiting. And we're waiting. The play on the play was interception return for touchdown. So the penalty is going to go against the Hornets. Is that a
Okay.
dead ball foul?
Yeah, it looks like they called two penalties.
I'm not sure what the first penalty was that was in the play, but the dead ball foul is for celebration, Kurt.
Mm.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure exactly what the call was. It could have been a block. Our producer here, Maverick, who's told us that the pattern is full. Nope. Yep, he's right.
Yep.
It was a block in the back on the Hornets, and then a dead ball personal foul against the Hornets. Hornets have possession. Take the score off the board. We're gonna have to talk about that interception here in a minute, Kurt. But
that was a
Hornets
great
now
play.
have, three wide receivers, one guy in the X position. Here's an inside give. No, Lathan Boone keeps it over the right side, gets a nice block from Jordan Drew, but he's still taken down by the wide receiver over there. Positive yards on the play for quarterback Lathan Boone. He's going to pick up about 7 yards and bring up second down. Beautiful interception, Kirk. I mean,
Yeah.
beautiful interception.
That was a great play, from the linebacker position, which you really love to see that. Just went up, made a play, had a great return as well. Unfortunately, it gets negated with the penalties, but we'll get the Hornets back on the move here, see if we can't get those points back.
Lathan Boone in the check with me. Isaac Covington in the backfield. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 up top. Boone gets the snap. Belly's the running back Covington, who gets to the outside. Boy, the feet of Isaac Covington are deadly, Hornet fans. He got tripped up, but you could see from here that he was about to make a move, square his shoulders, and he was going to be off to the races.
Yeah, he's like I said. I talked a lot. My brother came up here actually and met up with me before we headed to the game and got to talking. He was glad he finally got his credit for telling me about Isaac Covington.
Well,
So,
good look,
yeah.
let me tell you. 2 wide receivers to the left for Lathan Boone, who swings it out to the right. There's Jordan Drew.
There he goes.
Jordan Drew, he running hard. Basically going to get positive yards on that first down play. First time we've called Jordan Drew's name tonight. Kid had a big week last week. Has been a strong player all season long for the Hornets. On the defensive side of the ball primarily, moved over more to the offensive side of the ball with some injuries. So on second down and about 6 for the Hornets, 3 wide receivers to the near side. Lathan Boone has a snap, rides the running back, Covington, who spins on the interior line, playing a little pinball, but going to get positive yards, going to bring up third down and about 2. That left side of the line, Kirk, has been doing a job tonight.
Yeah, they've done a great job tonight. And again, the Hornets pretty much been able to run, at will, most of the night. And so great job by the offensive line. Good job by the receivers too. We talked about it last week that, when you have success in the run game, it's not just your linemen that need to block. It's the receivers blocking downfield as well. That way you can turn a 5-yard gain into a 55-yard gain.
Well, with that play, that runs out the clock for the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up next. Your Booker T. Washington Hornets 35. The Putnam City West Patriots yet to get on the scoreboard. This is Hornet TV. And let me take a moment to salute our sponsors. Westview Medical Center, Advantage Roofing Construction, Kate Jones of Keller Williams, your Tulsa Realtor, Levinson Law, and Wingstop. And I'll tell you right now, Kirk, the wings are going to be good tonight for the Hornets because we came out a little slow and sluggish in the third quarter after halftime, being up 28-0. But it seems as though, somebody's basically kicked it into gear. People are making plays. Number 34, a beautiful interception by Owen Calvin. And he's a backup guy. He's not a starter.
Yeah, that's great. Now, a name we haven't really called much this year, but he makes a heck of a play there and gets things going. Hopefully the Hornets can, cap it off and put one in the end zone here.
Offset eye to the left for Lathan Boone, who gives it on the pitch to Isaac Covington. Looks for the cutback, but takes it outside. He's got the corner, got the boundary, cuts it back, still up on his feet. Going to be taken down inside the 5-yard line, but Isaac Covington, nifty running. I mean, he's helping his blocks because he's setting them up by his darting in, darting out, and then getting his shoulders turned. And when he gets north and south, Kirk, I mean, he's got a burst.
Yeah, he's really explosive. He's fun to watch, and again, he's going to be fun to watch for 3 more years after this. So I'm looking forward to that. And again, we talked about this young backfield. Jaden Carroll, a sophomore as well. DJ McKinney, sophomore. So yeah, we've got a lot of talent, and your quarterback's a sophomore. So we got a lot of good things to look forward to. But they've really done a good job growing up and progressing this year. Isaac's really taken on a big role. He's playing safety quite a bit. It
Mm-hmm.
almost seems like anytime we see a deep safety, it's him. We don't
Mm-hmm.
see him much, but he's done a good job. He's lined up in corner again, just like everybody else. Doing the right in your face. It's not just Q1 Parker. They're putting face to face right up on the receivers. They're doing it with everybody. And Isaac Covington is a freshman to come in and do that. He's doing well. And then we've seen him here get more time in the offensive backfield, both last week and this week, and it's been fun to watch.
Here comes the jumbo package. Jaden Carroll is back. No, this is Covington. He takes a snap over the left side. He's basically
There we
burrowing
go.
forward, and this time the referee got it. Somebody cue the band. Strike up Hornet victory. Touchdown, Hornets.
Great run there. The jumbo package has been real successful, and again, we're using it outside tonight, just like we talked about. We saw it mostly inside last week, but they've had a lot of success each time they've run it outside as well. So that's going to be a really big weapon for the Hornets as we come down the home stretch.
But let me give some credit where credit is due. And we've got a new kicker. No, that's Jackson Marsh. But let me give the credit to Jaden Carroll. Jaden Carroll has been the lead blocker a lot tonight, Kirk. And not only did he not start after the injury last week, but coming in and blocking for these guys. The snaps back, hold is down, kick is good. Once again for Jackson Marsh. 10 minutes, 45 seconds left in the ball game. Your Booker T. Washington Hornets, 42, still blanking the Putnam City West Patriots of 0.
Yes, sir. And good kick by Jackson Marsh. One thing I wanted to mention, and probably shouldn't do it here and jinx him for this game, but one thing I thought was good. So we know, we missed a field goal last week, but we finished the game 49-0. And I can tell you from a guy that kicked in a lot of blowouts, when you see, it's easy to lose focus on those extra points when you're up 42, 49-0. I had a problem with that my junior year, and really something I had to focus on my senior year was just staying engaged and not just laxing on things and missing a field goal here or there. Jackson's missed a couple of extra points here in the first early on games, so it's been really good to see him consistently putting them through. And again, during a blowout like this and like last week, that's really, it's an extra point, so everybody thinks it's easy, but if you don't concentrate, then that's when you find yourself missing one. And that was something that always frustrated me. I had to focus on my senior year. Yeah, so
It's just like that 10-yard wedge shot. It looks extremely easy, but if you don't hit it right and get it close, you give up a stroke. And if you shank it, you throw it over the green. If you hit it short, you're still hitting from the fringe. Every play is important, even in golf.
I was just blading mine all over the place yesterday.
Keep the head down.
Yeah.
Jackson Morris, this time with the angle
Good
kick,
kick.
once again to the Hornet sideline. This one is deep. Going to take a Patriot all the way back. He's going to pick it up. They were trying to set up the reverse, but he doesn't have it. Flag on the play.
Yep, got a flag. Great coverage. That's not going to net you a whole lot of yards, though. Throw the flag at the 5, so might bring it back 2.5 yards here. We'll see. Like I said, typically in the area, you're going to see a block in the back or a hold on the return team.
Now, that's discipline right there, Kirk. It's obvious that the Patriots were trying to set up the reverse on the kickoff return, but I think they were a little bit shocked that Jackson Morris kicked it so deep. Then the returner for the Patriots didn't field it clean, so he's kind of running slow, waiting for the reverse to set up. But guess what? You got the Hornets coming down covering that
they
kick.
were flying down. They did a great job on coverage there. Great kick by Jackson there. Well over the head of the return man. Obviously, he was expecting the pooch, so great job changing it up there. And, again, another dropped kickoff. That's given us an opportunity to either recover it ourselves or pin them deep.
But great strategy by the Hornets. Hornets do have a safety back. Patriots get the snap. It's muffed, but they're going to get some positive yards. But that's a situation, Kirk, all night long. Booker T has had kicker Jackson Marsh basically kick the deep pooch kick, and it's finally Putnam City was trying to make a play out of it, and that's when we kick it deep. It totally blows up what they were doing. Now they have first down, deep in their territory. They're able to move it a little bit and get 5 yards on the first down carry. But 2nd and 5, ball on the Patriot 12-yard line. Quarterback with another inside give. The running back is able to cut it back. That's the running back for the Patriots, number 2, Jaheim Butler. He's a junior. Nice looking running. Nice looking athlete, to be honest with you, Kirk. He just needs a little bit of a crease, and he's going to get you some yards.
Yeah, he did a good job there, and a good job by Ethan Grogan to get a hold of that ankle and bring him down. Because, yeah, obviously he's shown the ability. He's got the ability. He could take one to the house, but good job there by Ethan Grogan to get a hand on his foot and trip him up before he could turn that into too big of a gain. Did get the first down, though.
Going to be first down Patriots. Patriots put Corey Gordon in motion. Here's a snap. Pitch to the right,
we'll
but the
take
ball basically goes to Demetrius Prudhomme, who's pulling, who's tugging. He gets inside the 5-yard line. Demetrius Prudhomme, and basically the sight of a Patriot player who's right now grabbing his face mask looking like, oh, my God. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't block. Demetrius Prudhomme was in the Patriot backfield better than the running back was. When the ball was pitched, Demetrius Prudhomme basically caught the pitch. Turnover Patriots. Booker T. Washington Hornets have got the ball first down from the Patriot 3-yard line. Are we going jumbo yet, Kirk?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we are.
Here's Jaden Carroll over the right side, kind of picking his spot. He's got plenty of people in front of him. Cue the band. Strike up Hornet victory. Touchdown Hornets.
Great job by not just the big men in the backfield, but up front. They looked like they were just pushing a blocking sled on that one. That was a great job pushing the Patriots back into their own end zone.
Absolutely. I don't think the Patriots wanted any part of that play because they knew what was coming. They knew it was coming downhill, and they knew it was coming quickly. 8 minutes, 37 seconds left in the ball game. The Hornets are back on the scoreboard. Jackson Marsh is in, setting up for the point-after touchdown attempt. Hornets are checking to make sure that they've got all 11 people on the field. Snap is back. Hold is down. Jackson Marsh, he boots it. That looked nice, Kirk.
Yeah,
but we got to talk about what you said. Kick PAT is good. Hornets 49. Patriots 0.
Yeah, and he's really striking the ball well.
He is.
We've seen, earlier in the season, he's not getting the distance on the extra points. I mean, we're looking now. He's putting that one past the track, almost onto the buses, and so he's really hitting it solid. He's getting good height and good distance. It's going end over end like it should. So,
what do you think his range is, Kirk? I mean, just sitting here looking on the field, if the ball was put down at the 30, you think Jackson Marsh? You think that's in his wheelhouse?
Yeah, I think so. So you put it at the 30, you're looking at a 47-yarder. So here's what's interesting, and I had this problem myself. When you get in your own head too much because you have more distance, what you can see is you can see yourself end up kind of lofting it, it falls short or whatever. But if you watch the extra point, that ball goes, 50, 60 yards. So, one of the challenges as a kicker really when you get further back is to just think about it like an extra point. Just keep the same swing. Yeah. Because, like I say, you're crushing your extra points, beyond the track. But then when you get back and you start thinking about it more, and you end up, going light or timid or whatever it might be. So, no, I think he's got the range. If he's focused and just getting a good normal swing through the ball, then yeah, I think if you're on the 30, looking at a 47-yarder, that's a heck of a kick. But I think he's definitely, got the potential to hit from there. It'd be good to see, with this game in hand too. It'd be nice to get a field goal opportunity again, just to get those live game reps because you can't substitute those.
Ball falls off the tee, so I'll take a moment. The Booker T. Washington Hornets are glad to present Health and Safety Education Consultants, Premier Healthcare Training Center, offering certified nurse aid and certified medication aid training. Call 918-812-0299 to learn more about the course or offerings. This is a minority female-owned North Tulsa business. Here's Jackson Marsh with the boot, and he gets a lot of leg up under this one. Once again, their Patriots are going to receive it inside the 5-yard line.
Good job.
Basically, the receiver for the Patriots gets to about the 20, and he's taken down by a host of Hornets. That's Jackson Marsh. I like to see the kicker go ahead and basically put a foot on it and try to either kick it through the end zone or to basically get the team, where they're receiving it deep into their territory.
Yeah, you're preaching the choir on that one. I was always a fan of kicking it deep, and so particularly in high school, because if you can get it in the end zone, that negates the return because they can't bring it out. So Jackson's doing a good job. These last two that he's put down inside the 5, and again, so he's somebody that we're going to see next year as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how he progresses and continues to improve.
I was just looking. Jackson Marsh is a junior, Hornet fans, and hopefully Jackson will work on his technique, go to some kicking camps, and he can become a weapon.
Yeah,
The
he's
Patriots
had a
give
good
the
junior year, and I'm looking forward to seeing him continue to improve. He's improved just throughout this season alone.
the Patriots on the boomerang action to the running back number two. Number two is once again Jaheim Butler. Going to be positive yardage for the Patriots. Not really seeing a breakdown by the Hornet defense, but just basically allowing the Patriots to make a few more plays than they've made through the rest of the game. Definitely want to see this Hornet defense basically tighten up and protect this shutout.
Yeah, and we've seen them on the last two drives get some big gains on first down, and that's open up the playbook a little bit more for them, having second and 5, second and short.
Patriots look to throw this one. Basically, the pass is going to be caught. That's Corey Gordon. The pass just really wasn't that great. Let's be honest. I hate to down the kid, but basically you got to pitch and catch. That's number 8, Elijah James. He takes a snap and he basically gets it out there to Corey Gordon, who, let's be honest, Corey Gordon can make a play.
Yeah, no, he's done it all night, and I think what you have there is you've got a lot of teams want to put their best athlete at quarterback. I think that's when they feel like they've got a good athlete there. But yeah, I mean, his throwing ability is something that he'll definitely want to work on.
First down, Patriots. Here's an inside give that they've been running all night, but everybody's in there for the Hornets. Number 81 is there, Adam Carey. Number 58, Amandre Tiger. 56, Jaden Brown. All of the Hornet front guys were basically right there to basically slow down the Patriots, cause a loss on the play. Going to bring up second down, bringing the Patriots behind the sticks, and they're going to huddle.
Yeah, good job there again. Team effort, like we've really seen all year. The defense has really done a good job of swarming to the ball, gang tackling, really doing a good job up front.
Running back in motion, they're going to give it to him. The same play they ran 2 plays ago. He's going to dance a little bit and get to the sideline. Once again, he's going to get some positive yardage. And the thing about that play is, Kirk, you're putting the running back in the slot position, short slot to the far side of the field. Basically, you start him in motion, and then he basically takes the handoff. So as soon as with the ball being snapped, it allows the offensive line, all they got to do is make contact on the defensive line, and the running back is already on the edge. Once he gets to the edge, now you've got defensive backs basically in, either man-to-man or dropped-off man coverage. So you get yards on the play just based on the timing of the play, Kirk. It's not as though we're missing something.
Yeah, and again, that's one where depending on what you can get from your receivers blocking-wise, you can either have a 5-yard gain or you can have a 55-yard gain.
And I just saw the counter to that. You just saw number 9, Demetrius Prudhomme, basically go from the linebacker position. He takes a 4-point stance on the edge, and basically, although that play was stopped dead, I think the Putnam City coaching staff basically saw the change, and they knew we're not going to be able to run, slot formation, reverse across the line of scrimmage and expect our running back to get the same 7 yards.
Yeah, they dodged the bullet on that one, so I got the timeout call just in time. Again, so if you're Putnam City here, and we talked about this with Sand Springs last week, and they got a good goal line stand against the Hornets when the game was well out of hand, so it really showed pride, on their side. Again, if you're Putnam City here, what you're trying to do at this point is just try to work on what you do. You're obviously not coming back. The game's over. But you need to try and get better here. Again, you're trying to build a program. It's not it's not a traditional risk program. We've seen that they've got some athletes, but they've got some work to do throughout the program as far as execution, organization. And so if you're in here, then yeah, you want to just see some things go.
The reverse action once again, and there's Demetrius Prudhomme, who lined up at the position specifically to stop that particular play. Another loss on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Patriots. Number 10 in now for the Patriots at quarterback. I think Mr. Elijah James has had enough. Now, Silas Edwards is in at quarterback.
Probably quick kick.
Yeah, Mr. Quick Kick is in.
Easy for me to say.
Nope. But he's going to throw it. He's going to try to go deep. Looking for Corey Gordon, but the ball is intercepted by Isaac Covington. We weren't fooled.
No, great job by Isaac there, and he's with it every step of the way. Basically, became the receiver. What's interesting about that? I'd be curious if they had that designed as we saw this one time against Claremore. I think it was my junior year. Basically, they had their quarterback in punt formation, but he went down, and it was kind of weird. He squatted down, but then threw it up in the air like a punt.
Oh,
expecting us to,
think it
just
was
watch
a punt.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
a fair catch and have one of their guys jump in front and catch it. But we were able to make the play on it, and that was actually a fun game. I think that one went 60-40. Us versus Claremore was on, Cox TV. I think it was a Thursday night game, and it was basically Robert Meacham and Chucky Amos just going back and forth.
Here's Lathan Boone handed off inside Isaac Covington, who cuts back, gets to the middle of the field. He's basically finally run down by Corey Gordon. Corey Gordon is an athlete. I thought when Isaac Covington cut back into the middle of the field, he was getting ready to square his shoulders, bring his knees up, and walk that dog. But number 13, Corey Gordon, basically comes from the opposite side of the field, and he ran Isaac Covington down. Now, don't get me wrong. Isaac Covington was basically making shifty moves there, but he was about to kick it in gear, Mustang 5.0 style. But Corey Gordon had nothing. He was having none of that, Kirk.
Yeah, he did a great job there, and yeah, you're right, because there for a minute it looked like Isaac was gone.
First down, Hornets. Hornets are on the move. Hornets have changed quarterbacks. Here's another give over the right side. Isaac Covington, once again, beautiful spin move. I think we got a flag on the play.
Yeah, Isaac's running well. Again, as all the running backs have, we mentioned, they really look good tonight.
Hornets have changed quarterbacks to the backup, Isaac Fain, another sophomore. We haven't seen Fain. Did we see Fain throw the ball any last week, Kirk? We were looking for him to.
That's a good question. I don't recall seeing him.
One or two. One or two, maybe.
Yeah, I think we had a couple passes. Apologize for that. But, yeah, no, I think we had a couple. So we'll see. I don't know if we'll see him throw it here.
We're rooting for Mr. Fain to cork one off. Once again, 3 wide receivers to the far side. Here's another inside give to Covington. Basically, Covington is so shifty. He basically looks as though he's going straight up the field, and then he breaks it out to the left. Beautiful run by Covington. Good enough for a Hornet. First down, and we're at that point of the game, Kirk, where obviously the Patriots are aware as the clock is winding down. They're not winning this. And what I love about it when I'm going to talk about it, this is when you make your opponent quit. Now they call it tapping out. But bottom line, it's a 4-letter word, Q-U-I-T.
We got another freshman running back in now. So
number
40, Aaron Johnson's in the game.
Ooh, that number just scares me when I see it. I'll tell you why, Kirk. Here's an inside give to Aaron Johnson. Oh, Aaron Johnson, nice run.
Okay.
Is he a freshman?
He's a freshman, yes, sir.
Aaron Johnson, nice run, young man.
And Elias Sherman got a great block out there. Pancaked his man well into the backfield.
Man, but Aaron, I like the pancake, but Aaron Johnson, that's the first time we've seen him and called his name. He was a little tentative when he got the ball, but once he broke the line of scrimmage, it was like, I can run.
Yeah, he ran
Yes,
angry
you
on there.
can, Aaron Johnson. Well, come on. If you're going to wear number 40, you got to tote that rock, my friend. 3 wide receivers to the left for the Hornets. Isaac Fain once again juggles the handoff, but hands it off once again to number 40, Aaron Johnson, who's running hard. This is why you do this, Kirk. You're getting a young man some reps that he hasn't had all season and some confidence. I mean, because we may need Aaron Johnson to tote the rock a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. You never know. He did a great job there, and had gotten word he's a linebacker as well. So he's somebody we'll see on both sides of the ball here in the future, I think. But really did a great job. He's been somebody they've been really impressed with so far.
Here's the play that everybody loves to call from the broadcasting booth. It's the victory formation. Aaron Johnson is now a little bit upset with himself, knowing once again going to put a